Let me ask you this question. Who determines your fate? My parents immigrated from Ghana to the U.S. to pursue an advanced degree in the sciences. I was born the youngest of 3 children in Omaha, Nebraska. Out of all the cities in the United States that my parents could have chosen. But our time in Omaha was cut short when we moved to Nova Scotia. And in Nova Scotia, my family, we settled really well. New community, friends, and my parents had a steady job. But life got changed a little bit when they found that I have a severe to profound hearing loss. But my parents were so great. They didn't allow my disability to be affected and my set will be a setback. And so they took advantage of all the resources available to them. So I was one of those kids who did all kinds of activities. There was the swimming lessons, the ballet lessons, the gymnastics lessons, and even the piano lessons where I reached the grade 8 out of 10 with the Royal Conservatory of Music. So I'm feeling pretty confident in my ability to try new things. And in grade 10, I decided that I was going to join the track and field team. And I did really well in the track and field team, made it to the provincial track and field meet. And on my last race in the final, I was really close but didn't win, but good enough that I was feeling really confident in my ability. And I was talking to my teammate, and she mentioned that my coach was calling me. So completely didn't hear him. I turned around, and I see my coach standing a few meters behind me with 2 senior athlete boys, and they were laughing. Now, I didn't think anything of it. My coach was motioning me to come over, and I walk over. And as I get closer, it was clear who those laughters were about. They were about me. Now, I wasn't exactly sure what my coach was trying to say. He mentioned something about, congratulations on your race, and possibly you should look into training professionally. But he really kept emphasizing the fact that my hearing loss was an issue. And then he decided to make a joke that maybe you should try turning up the volume of your hearing aid. And the 2 senior boys started laughing louder. I was so uncomfortable, humiliated, and distraught. I quit track and field for the rest of my life. This is the first time that I'm hearing that my hearing loss is an issue. I started questioning whether my family created this false reality, and perhaps they didn't really understand what it really takes to be successful in North America. I'm a first-generation Canadian. Many of you probably understand that. But I decided that if I can't control that, maybe perhaps I should hide it. Because if I hide it, it would never be an issue. So, for many years of my life, I always covered my ears, covered my hearing aid, and covered my identity. Now, if you ever try to hide or run away from something, it always has a way of finding you. And for me, hiding and running away was moving to different places. I lived in Montreal, lived in Ecuador, lived in London, England, and I moved back and forth between Toronto and the Halifax area. And I even lived in a small town in Nova Scotia with a population of 1,200 people. Yeah, and everywhere I went, I was expecting, the world is your oyster. I'm going to try new things, new opportunities. But every time I took a new chance, it was always the same. I could never reveal who I was and my identity. And because I was afraid, I was really afraid the fact that my coach may come up and other people. And so it wasn't until a couple of years ago when things changed for me. I experienced a workplace bullying. What started out as an eyeball in meetings when I spoke, to fault-finding over trivial things and micromanaging my work, I said, I have enough. I wanted to stop. And so I decided that I was going to enroll myself in an assertiveness training class. Because my goal was to start getting to control other people, to start treating me right. But on the first day of class, my professor, Michael, he said, you know what? This class is not about controlling and manipulating other people. And I thought, darn. really. But before I could even quit or even think of dropping out, I decided, you know what, something is making sense here. And my professor, Michael, went on to say that we're going to work on the one person that we can control in our life, and that's ourselves. With the emphasis on self. He talked about self-esteem, self-confidence, self-belief. And in that moment, I learned that not knowing your power is what creates insecurity. So, hiding from my hearing loss didn't get me anywhere, like literally. But now I'm in a position to be able to talk to you, all of you, about my hearing loss without any fear, and even started a company developing technology for the deaf and hard of hearing. And this is a life that I could not have imagined. But I want to leave you all with this. The true power is living the realization that you're the only one in control of your life and happiness. Only you can be you. Don't let anyone decide for you. You're the master of your fate. Thank you.